you wanna play yourself that way? Why you wanna play with an OG gangster, with an original gangster? Or why you wanna trip on a low-down crib? What? All right, that's it.
A light, a light, a light, a light, a light, a light, a golden light, a golden light, holy light, a whole light, a whole light, always, 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 a fire. A light low enough to warm the cold. Opener. A light close enough to know. To hold.
Trust me though, I get it. As outlaws, as young outlaw immortals, we say, fuck the hysterical, you know? The best thing to do is to get paid, you know? You only get one life. It's to live fast and die free, you know? It's not really much more to ask for. You gotta claim your prize in life, you know? And live with your decisions, right? As we have been saying. The situation is though, time passes, you know, and your life can be whole, you know. It's a challenge to stay real, but it's possible. And it's worthy. You know, it's a worthy pursuit as well as worthy idea. Enough, more so than it's not. It's better than, you know, jumping in front of a bullet for someone that is shooting you. You know what I'm saying? And so it's kind of like the dynamic we dealing with to a certain extent. And so that's why it's kind of like we kind of left to make the best to a certain extent and hope that our rawness, you know, and godliness and nobleness and could go for everybody. You know, last past our life, you know, so as to twinkle, you know what I mean, to reflect, you know what I'm saying, the undeniable that's gonna cut through the commotion and confusion as well as illusion and deception. You know what I'm saying? Whether we deceive on ourselves or we believe in another person's mask or con. You know what I'm saying? What's cool about con is that's Ak. That's another way of saying Ak, which means, of course, like a master, like a enlightened person. You know, a wise person also is called an Aki. You know what I'm saying? Another word for Ak is actually Khan. But then you think about the King dynasty, right? Because you got Ox, and where we would have the pharaohs, right? I'm talking about royalty, nobleness, or nobility, or and honor, and as well as royalty, right? As well as integrity, right? Principles and what is called divinity, yes. Sovereignty, yes. As far as, you know what I'm saying, bossing the fuck up is what I'm saying. From a baby to a boy to a man to a fucking boss, nigga. Calling shots, homie, is what it is to do, in the least. So I ain't mad at it. Somebody got to do it. And if you ain't born like that, cut that way, then shit's only one way to find out. As far as that's concerned, though, you look at the King dynasty, right? This is all the original masters, nigga. Masters, nigga. Masters, nigga. The very word for king in itself come from the fucking King dynasty, nigga. Every king is a king, nigga. Just from that, homie. From China, nigga. Kina, nigga. Then you got the Khans. That was the ox, so to speak, priests, yes? This is all the earlier ones, though, bro. This is where you get the words for that that move into the whole get down, right? So that's what clicked when I found out about Kahin, and I broke that down, right, to Khan, which that's what it is. A Kohen, a Kahin. These are all different words for priests, right? That's the Greek word, the Hebrew word, nigga, the German word, the Russian word, right? That's what a Khan is. That's why you got the Khanit, yes, and the Khazar or whatever else. Then you got a Caesar, yeah, a Tsar, nigga. It's all the same shit from Khan, but from Ak to Khan, right? The original wisdom made you a king, nigga. Yes, serving the people. Why? Because of course you're more adequately eligible through your experience, nigga. Right? The situation though is time changes through lifetimes. Yes? And the same nobility is different after nobilities. You understand? Oh, as we can see, yes. How you take another nigga name, homie, to represent you niggas making a name. Because it ain't no way around the homage, for one. Ain't no way around it, bruh. Okay? You got a lord, though, you know what I'm saying? That was already down the line, right? Even in Kemet, nigga, niggas had to learn to write for 40 years, brother. Before they could even decide to do anything, brother. Why? Because you needed to get your mind right, brother. To even make a decision as to what you would choose as a profession, my nigga. As far as bossing up is concerned. You can run around taking shit, but you only a threat to yourself, right? You only disrespecting as well as diluting and corrupting the game as well as the The code, nigga. Yes. And the thing about it is, nigga, you one of me now already, cuz. So now you are spoiling my spirit, homie. And that's all you want to do. And it's fucked up because that's not your fault. But it becomes my fault for my sons, for your nephew, cuz. When I live for now and make sure I do all that I could do as a player, nigga, and I do all, you know what I'm saying? And I make, nigga, my name strong as possible for whoever else to come feel like they want to, you know what I'm saying, compare to or pay homage to, or you know what I'm saying, or whatever else, or fucking continue, or you know what I'm saying, or what is it called? Yeah, continue. That's noble, bro. That's what you call nobility, right? But like I said, divinity, kingship, nobility, royalty changes over time. That is another lesson in the Netarian prophecy, in the Netarian pantheon, which is the Netarian, which is the Neteru, the inters, the nitures, the nature, forces of nature, represented by 12 deities, right? From Horus, right? The hawk slash falcon headed. You know what I'm saying? To Offset, his mother, right? The original throne with the throne on her head. The original throne was what? As far as kings is concerned, the original throne was what? Was Offset. We call her Isis also. And her sister Nephitis, so that's 3. That's little Horus auntie, right? While Isis slash Offset is facing right, then you got Nephitis facing left, and vice versa. To where there ain't no backs that ain't watched. As far as every good man got what behind him. Every strong man, every powerful man got a what behind him. Hopefully not another looking ass, waiting ass, nigga, taker, nigga. Then you got, of course, you got Anubis, you know what I'm saying, or Anu, you know what I mean? Who was the son of Set, right? Because you got Horus, who's the son of Asar. Asar, who is Osiris, yes. So that's what, 5-6. The brother of Set. So Anubis and Horus would be what? That'd be cousins, is what it'd be. Already now. You know what I'm saying? You got Het Haru, yes. Who was like Hathor, you know what I'm saying? Mixed with Sekhmet, yes, because you got Sekhmet and Hathor. A lot of times those goddesses slash deities. Exalted beings, yes. Masters of nature. Were interchangeable. As far as the lion-headed goddess of war. Right? And the cow-headed goddess of agriculture, yes? Of community, yes? Of family. It's Hathor. That's why you got Het Haru, which is the house of Haru, right? Represented by Oshun, which is a Orisha, right? Because it's where the will as well as the Kundalini, which is your life force, vital life force energy, is gestated. As in where it is, of course, it is not diminished as well as poisoned, yes, by incomplete circulation, right? From congested as well as conflicted and anxious association as well as distribution. of your thoughts, first of all, because that's what your vital life force energy is going to be. Is going to be your consciousness, right? But your consciousness also translates into what is called ki, as the good Chinese, or rather Chinese, or rather Nagas will help us to appreciate. Yes, as far as the three centers of the body, the dantians, yes. But those three centers each have three aspects to them, yes, making nine, yes, which the main deity is going to be nine, yes. Let's go over these nine first before we get back into how the vital life force be, right? The Kundalini and the gestation of the Kundalini, and then how that needs to be like circulating through all of these nine, let alone the 24 on top of the nine. The vital life force, yes, is ki energy, yes, which spirit in itself is air, but you have soul, right? But that's your thoughts. It's what your mind is what your soul is. Your spirit is going to be exactly your air, because your air, you're going to breathe a certain way, think in a certain way, family. It's just the way the body works. See? And so the third center is going to be the body, mind, body, and soul. You know what I'm saying? But your body got to do with your actions. Because you can think about doing some shit, but you still got to do it, fam. Whether you talk about it or not, which is an action in itself. And who it is that you're doing it with. And how that match. It's just basic as far as like, this lifetime. You know what I mean? And achievement, you know what I'm saying? And success, you know what I'm saying? And accomplishment, you know what I mean? At one point, it was noble, you know what I'm saying? To do everything you can, right? To not waste no good on earth, you know what I'm saying? To bring good to the earth and not allow within your power, within your management, for there to be any good lost from off of the earth, which takes mastery, you know what I'm saying? Which takes the alignment of you and yours, you and your other half, for beginners. The alignment, wholeness, it takes two wholes for that. Okay? That's a whole with a W and without the W. But not without the first W, and only just without the W, as far as wholes go. You want to add a W for sure. But you're going to absolutely need it without the W once, of course, you can, of course, secure the W also. Because that would be without the W. As far as W is concerned, you know what I'm saying, and winning, you know what I mean, and being champions, you know what I mean, warriors, and living with honor, you know what I'm saying, and living free, my nigga, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, we can die in the name of something. What are we living in the name of? If it's not life, then we're not dying with honor. It's the whole part that gets twisted. If we're not living in the name of life, right? Then it's unhonorable to even die. Is kind of the sentiment, right? Is sort of the underlying sort of message, or rather lesson to be learned at these repasses, right? At these cemetery grave sites, right? In remembrance, yes, in the loving memory of anyone ever born who gave however much they took, you know what I'm saying? So it's a cold situation because it gets to a point where you want to be alive. You know what I'm saying? You gotta keep your integrity, cause you know what I'm saying. They say a coward, my nigga, dies 1,000 deaths, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? That's the entire. That's the entire message slash lesson slash moral to take away from the Hall of Two Truths, nigga. That's to take away from the opening of the mouth ceremony, nigga. After you didn't learn how to write for 40 years, then you open your mouth, nigga. You go through what is called the opening of the mouth ceremony. So as to finally express that just stated, you know what I'm saying, love. However, wherever. And a lot of times, shit, it ain't got shit to do with what you say. You might bust out into it, you know what I'm saying, a performance, nigga. You might say, you know what, I know I was going to be having this opening of the mouth, you know what I'm saying, when I turn 42, whatever else. So, you know what I mean, this is a surprise when nobody watching me, you know what I mean, because of course we all focus around here. So, I got something to present to y'all, man. Go deeper than just whatever words and shit. As I was able to learn, just writing words this whole time, I was able to learn, understand the emptiness of words. So what I did is, I had created this art right here, Cass. Something new niggas ain't done. I know y'all gonna be on this trying to, see what it is, how I even figured this out right here. But shit, you know what I mean? I be having a chance to whatever, but I ain't got to take the chance every time. You know what I'm saying? I got time to be able to appreciate that. Why? Because I'm going within. You know what I'm saying? I'm divining. You know what I'm saying? Quite literally. You know what I'm saying? From your boy, Patah, right? The creator, right? Then you got what else? You know what I'm saying? You got all them niggas. I done told you the ones. But that's the part. That's how you got scribes, right? Even before you got paper. Right? Because the Chinese created paper, nigga, later, nigga, in the ADs. But it was custom, nigga, for millennia, nigga, for niggas to be scribes. What are they scribing into, nigga? They etching, nigga. Into stone, brother. Right? They making papyrus, brother. You know what I'm saying? So where's all of that shit, man? Do you even want to know? What was they writing? Shit, man. What had happened to it? Shit, ain't no telling what they was writing down, cuz. Every man had to be a scribe 40 years for millennia and ain't no records, cuz. No, it's records, family. But what they saying, brother, it's too clear, my nigga. It's the literal clearing. You can call it the shining, yes? But that's the part. You know what I mean? You get to a point to where it's like, it has to do with your heart. You know what I'm saying? Which that's your life. That's the gestation of your life is in your heart. You know what I'm saying? That's where those thoughts go to charge at. You know what I'm saying? In your feelings, you know what I'm saying? Your interpretation is going to lead into your sensation, right? So, as far as, you know what I'm saying? No looking back and standing up for a cause, for a code, you know what I mean? Because even as a G, you know what I'm saying? Even as a hoodster, as a hustler, even as a killer, you know what I'm saying? As a mobster, you know what I'm saying? You got protocols, you got different codes. that are unbreakable in respects and reference to your success as what it is, whatever it is that you are, or whatever it is that you are, in following this sequence, these steps. Sure enough, you can improvise. Sure enough, you can innovate. Sure enough, you can reinvent and signaturize. You know what I'm saying? Kind of stamp your own style on certain shit. But it's certain things that you know better to do and not to do through generations. And with the generations, then of course they are updated as well as advanced, expanded upon, and do evolve. But the core idea is always going to be there. And what's funny about that is it becomes obsolete in particular situations over time, right? That's just the hateration, the haterism that's surrounding the realism. It's going to make it to where whatever sorts of system of whatever sorts of system or procedure of approach in response or in defense, because that's what kingship was, cuz to even begin with, nigga. Okay, it was a response, brother. Right? Every man is a king. So where was there place for kingdoms outside of your own family nucleus, nigga? It's the first story with the original deity gods, nigga. Yeah, Osiris became king of the dead, but he was already a fucking god before he would have to not be alive, nigga. He wasn't a king till the nigga life was already compromised. It was already a response to some haterism. This is the part about, you know what I'm saying, dying fast or living free or living fast. Yeah, sure enough. Absolutely. And it's better than, nigga, faking the funk the whole time and killing slowly. Yeah. No. I think that might resonate with you. If you're a real nigga like me. So, even though it's better to live fast than to kill slow, nobody should be killing and nobody should be dying either way. It's the actual facts. And the only reason that anybody is so that everybody can get to a point to where that's not the case. If we ever got to a point where that was the case at all. Right? Because see, as a wise person, right? As a, you know what I'm saying, a warrior in service to law, in service to principle, in service to honor, in service to reality, in service to love and life. As a warrior in service to law, in service to reality, in service to honor, in service to love and life. As a warrior, you have to be not only clever, you have to be not only effective, you have to be wise, nigga. You have to be success. You have to be correct. You know what I'm saying? You can take your chances, but that's one time only, bro. To show you what not to do the next time, given there's a next time. So that there can always be whatever time there should be when it comes to whatever time it is involving you. Right? Because there's not supposed to be no limit. Right? But we down the line, that's what it has become. But either way, your soul is immortal. Unless, of course, your spirit is, of course, murdered. And that really is the story of morality. There's never no reason to be immoral unless it is, of course, we're not no more immortal. Right? Why? That's why Seth was killing, because he was dying. Right? They say Seth represent foreigners. You know what I'm saying? So this is what I'm proposing. This is what I'm compositing in my mind. But that don't have to have nothing to do with nothing, to be honest. Because by this point, everybody was everybody. You know what I mean? Just because he was a foreigner doesn't not make it that he was not his brother. Okay? And foreigner just mean from different places. Okay? Doing different things to a certain extent. But shit, a king is a king, cuz a god is a god. And that means that you're going to have a particular structure that you follow, or that you move in, whether it is you following whatever. You know what I'm saying? You're going to take whatever steps, but the steps you're taking is going to be in honor and in service to love, life, nigga, principles, and truth, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Balance and harmony as a god. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so even though Cub might have been a foreigner, you know what I'm saying, and wherever fucking death start happening to people, they gonna give you a book explaining to you how it happened for whatever fuck reason. Well, shit, the reason gonna be one of two things, okay? It's really both things, okay? So don't get mad at me, nigga. Then, you know what I'm saying, turn a blind eye, nigga, to shit, nigga. The ridicule, the nigga standing staring you in your face, nigga. Niggas killing you slow, nigga. Don't get mad at me, bruh. Nigga, I'ma ride with you, homie. And handle it, nigga, once and for all, homie. For everybody born after us, nigga. To really live free, nigga. Not having to compromise their spirit, nigga. Not murking niggas immediately, nigga. Who got anything to say who got anything to say at all? Standing next to a woman, homie. Who interpret nature, nigga, closest, homie. All right, that's where you get the oracles of Delphi from, cuz. The oracles of Delphi were all women. Then you had the khans, the priests, interpreting their in unintelligible bantering. Politically, yes. Bureaucratically, yes. Diplomatically, yes. But this is all under a guise. This is all under a guise of a con, basically, of a manipulation of a particular goal. You know what I'm saying? And it's not their fault. Niggas had to go through what they had to go through, away from the pyramids. Yeah, away from the nigga actual system, nigga. They made their own system, but they sitting up talking to each other as they writing shit down. Nigga, no, you was silent, cuz. First, nigga. It's what you didn't, what they must have missed for whatever reason. Maybe some niggas came through there and kind of, you know, decimated, done away with what was going on, and they missed that part. By the time they was born in whatever type of successive generations, you know what I'm saying, sticking to whatever type of code of honor and principle and beauty or whatever else. However, it came down to whatever else was going on over there also. And was instituted at that moment in that area, cuz. Aside from whatever other warrior goddesses next to him. Yes, which was the case before that got real popular. Where niggas was trying to be wise and shit. Love of wisdom and shit. Philosophizing and all that extra shit. Yes, I'm not mad at you. I'm philosophizing to a certain extent right now, but no, nigga, this is what you call a deliberation, nigga. You know what I'm saying? This is your, this is a debriefing, nigga. A debriefing. not wondering about nothing, homie. You know what I'm saying? I'm evaluating, nigga. The best decision next to another best decision, nigga. Openly, cuz. With full faith in reality and full faith in my brothers, nigga. However foreign they might be. Give a fuck about none of that. At the end of the day, where's she at? What's she say? She not worried about none of that either. As long as she can be herself. Right? So, that's eating away at us too, bro, every day, bro. That's essential, my nigga. That's what I'm saying. It ain't about protecting your kingship or your legacy, you know what I'm saying? It's about love is what it's about, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that being able to be free. So it's not a simple thing. Well, it's not an easy thing, but it is simple. And it's, you know what I mean? It's not an overnight thing. However, it is low-key overnight because every thought matters is why it's overnight, bro. You know what I'm saying? Every action got a reaction, you know what I'm saying? Karmic significance and position, you know what I'm saying? So that's the part. As real niggas, you know, you say, shit, get it how you live, you know what I mean? And at this point, life is possible because of death. At this point, when death supposed to be possible because of life, right? That's how it started. It came to the middle point just to come back around to where death would only be possible because of life, right? However, life got to do with more than just your physical existence. Like I said, your vital life force energy, brother, which is what is called ki, kundalini. Kundalini is represented by the goddess Oshun, who represents sensuality. Yes? As well as love in the form of emotional, as well as admiration. Not even just admiration, but not even just infatuation, but you know what I'm saying? Rhapsody, basically. You know what I'm saying? Like, love is a trance, you know what I'm saying? It's fucking endless, bro. And boundless, my nigga. You know? But she represents the Kundalini. Because, see, joy, you understand? Happiness, brother. You got to have peace, brother. Because I slap the shit out of you, nigga. I'm fucking with you, bro. Look, just don't try to break my teeth, man. If you gonna swing on me, man, hit me in the ear or in the neck or something, man. Or something. You feel me? Don't try to break my bones. Niggas is crazy, bro. Ain't nothing wrong with a scuffle, cuz. Damn, why you want to try to hurt a nigga, though? Injure a nigga, cuz. Sheesh. I'm standing next to my cousin one time, man, fighting two dudes. I'm fighting two dudes standing to one of my brothers. Like, what the fuck? On my own. I was like, see? You just mad. Sitting there not hitting me when you want to hit me. And having other niggas that I don't even know come up and have the balls to hit me, cuz. That's where we get to, man, when niggas is out here allowing shit to, you know what I mean? Transpire, that's unnatural. You feel me? You gotta keep it natural, man. And what's natural, nigga, is happiness, brother. Yes? The power of your very life force is joy, my nigga. Okay? not only pleasure, my nigga. So rock with me, my nigga. I smack your ass. Okay, you got to have peace, brother. You got to have love, brother. These are the three, brother. And see, I'm telling you this at detriment of you feeling like you don't want me, whoever else that you don't approve of, nigga, to experience it, and you gonna wait around and be able to do something about that also. Keep that nigga in your back pocket just because you can, nigga. Nah, nigga. I ain't taking no risk, nigga. First of all, nigga. Okay? It would be improper for me and my soul to think of it and not share it. Up until now, there was a spell making it to where we wouldn't even be in a position to say fully, which I'm not even in that position to say fully yet. Why? Because at any moment that you would even ever say it, it's already incomplete or being made just that much more incomplete as far as the gestation, right? But nigga, I'm 40 fucking years old, nigga. Sitting in Kemet right now. Right, in the Kabbalah tradition, yes, which is Jewish mysticism, having to do with Judaism, yes. Your wife studied the Kabbalah, right? The whole time. If you happen to be married before you become 40, that's for her to do. You know what I'm saying? And for y'all to discuss. And whatever type of deliberation or debriefing regarding that to be done by her until you turn 40 years old. Okay? Because it's heavy. You know what I'm saying? Like your heart don't need to be. It's heavy like your heart don't need to be, fam. And I don't want your heart heavy, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? We beefy enough out here, nigga. You know what I'm saying? To manage that for you, my nigga. You go ahead and be free, live free. Don't just die free, cuz. You know what I'm saying? You can't live free unless you already accepting death, which is unacceptable. So after time, being that it's still continuing unnaturally, then that's the threshold. That's the balance, right, of the scales. And for the third thing, because I think I've said what I'm saying to a certain extent, what I wanted to say to you about that is, understand, or rather, you know, to comprehend, you know what I'm saying? Consider, my nigga, the fuller message, right? Not everybody give a fuck about a soul, nigga. Not everybody give a fuck about their spirit, nigga. That's the two different types of niggas, homie. Number one. So that's really the topic. Okay? Motherfuckers want to try to act like they do. For whatever reason, they might not even be able to. Okay? Now, by the time they get to a point where they've been given a chance to, that's remaining the case for them, what all has happened in between that? What sort of interactions and exchanges and relationships have been forged in that time? What type of conversations have been ignored or suppressed or gestated in that time, in those generations? You know what I'm saying? What sort of, you know what I'm saying, integrity and investments, nigga, have been, nigga, allowed as well as certified, nigga, initiated as well as, you know what I'm saying, immersed, you know, reversed. Shit, bro, that's for sure something to be discussing, homie. as all one people, as all men, as all fathers and sons out here, my nigga. Most absolutely. That's what the history class deserves to be also about. You know, it's like that some places. There's some good teachers out there, cuz. You know what I'm saying? Working with what we got under this spell, like I said, yes, which got to be shaken off. You can't wake a sleeping student, cuz. Sometimes they, you know what I'm saying, they hop up enraged. You know what I'm saying? Suicidal, yes. It's the whole part. You gotta be careful, you know what I'm saying? Because you may be ready to be suicidal, nigga, just in your own decency, but really you could be basically just murdering yourself in the name of something else. And that's not even suicide. You know what I'm saying? That's what you call a sacrifice and shit. Right? Towards what, though? You know what I'm saying? It's already a sacrifice, nigga, to live, let alone die. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, you are God, nigga, in physical form, my nigga. That's the sacrifice you already made, nigga. Trust and believe it, homie. You find you a goddess, nigga, and be interrupted, nigga, without all of this static haterism surrounding you, nigga. You'll see for yourself what I'm saying, as far as whatever sacrifice, nigga, we've been having to make every day, nigga. Fuck you mean? Huh? Let alone only whatever type of single counterpart. Because there's many aspects, man. There's 9 different spheres, nigga, just for beginning. You understand? Okay? So, what it is that I'm saying is not everybody is even in a position to really take that to heart. No matter how obvious it is, no matter how blatant it is, no matter how gracious you are about it. You know what I'm saying? No matter how forgiving, no matter how allowing, no matter how understanding, nigga. That's all a trap in a game. So as to, nigga, kill your offspring slow. Right? Who looking around like, well, shit, I trust my pop's divinity. I trust, nigga, truth. I trust honor. I trust nature. And the good-heartedness, nigga, of my predecessors, nigga, and my ancestors wouldn't have wanted me to be in danger, cuz, unless it was necessary. You know what I'm saying? But we communicating amongst each other now. You know, things are different than they used to be. And they're gonna go one way or the next way. So you would have to listen. You would have to trust, like I said, trust the truth, and allow your happiness to remain real, because that's the third thing. You know what I'm saying? And that's also what I'm saying, even as I'm saying this, right? Because I can hold that and just let you realize that on your own. I don't like spoiling surprises for you, because, like I say, I trust the truth. I have full faith in the purpose of life, whatever the fuck it is. I mean, it's many things. It's whatever it is. It's beyond beautiful, nigga. It's too beautiful to even have to take a time to assess how beautiful it is to me. Right? You only get one life to even experience whatever type of aspects of it to begin with, bro. To be trying to explain it to a nigga. So, happiness. You're going to have love. You're going to have peace. And you're going to have happiness. Peace, love, and happiness, bro. None of them are inexchangeable. They're inexchangeable, brother. You know what I'm saying? That's the triad, nigga. That's the triforce, the trinity, brother. Love. Well, really peace. Well, really happiness. Well, shit. Peace, love, and happiness? No. This is reality. Why? Because, of course, joy in itself is the Kundalini life force. Is why, yes? And now what is Kundalini? Well, shit, that's enlightenment, brother. That's where you take, nigga, your key, which is your body actually is using your air, right? And how that's energizing you is what your key is. Because you got your ka, right? And then you got your ba, right? The ba is the soul, the ka is the spirit. Okay, now the soul again was what? And then you got a Merkaba, yes, the soul and the spirit, yes. And then you got the mer, which is the love, the mer. That's why you got mermaids, you know? You know what I'm saying? Mer, ka, ba, which is what? That's your spaceship, nigga. Your body itself is a spaceship. It's called a Merkaba. Yes, this is where, of course, your will, yes, as well as your thoughts, as well as your kundalini, yes, is gestated. Yes, that joy, those decisions are gestated, as in a noble sort of integral structured path of activity in your life, responses, yes, and reactions. You know what I'm saying? By the 10th time, that is, of course, set in stone. By the 10th time, at 9.9, looking around, face ass. Like I said, bro, I've been in the zero, bro. One step with me, bro. You have to make sure, you know what I'm saying? You ain't got nothing on your stomach first, brother. You know what I'm saying? Because we were trying to keep the premises pristine, you know what I'm saying, in these spaceships. You know what I mean? Real talk. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm not no different from no other nigga, but the difference about me is I'm not looking at you, homie. It's what's different about me. So I hear all that, my nigga, but I wouldn't know the difference either way. Cause why? Because I'm no different from you is what the fuck that I wouldn't know the difference for, fool. You don't want a box, nigga. Whole ass looking ass, sneaking ass, killing slow ass nigga. You don't want to box right fast, nigga, and move along to the next best thing. I'm not mad at you. Because the shit is what is fucking crazy, you know what I'm saying, out here. And niggas don't really know what to do. But for sure, what ain't to do is what anything got to do with another nigga, unless y'all got an agreement. For sure ain't what to do, nigga. Just keep your happiness pure, nigga, is what? For her, homie. You give it to her, my nigga, she gonna gestate it for you. Holla at Oshun at the riverbank. She gonna take whatever you bring to her to the ocean. Because happiness is what? Is joy. Or rather, joy is what? Is life force. And what is life force? Oh, well, that is itself is consciousness. But it's not only consciousness because, of course, how does it link to the body outside of whatever type of fantastical, mystical sort of, you know what I'm saying? Nigga, dreamy ass comic book you know what I'm saying? How does it translate? Well, through the breath is how. That air, yes, which the original name, the word for air in Chinese was spirit, my nigga. For this very reason, what I'm telling you as to how and why it works, right fast. As far as your spirit is concerned, right, and that being air, and your consciousness being your life, right? How you even associate the experience of life is through your mind. Your mind is part body, part spirit. That's the bridge. Why is it part spirit? Oh, because thoughts are immaterial is why. Unless you feel like you nigga, your thoughts gonna come to life, nigga, and keep you company, nigga. That's what a lot of niggas be sitting around looking at me like they feel like it's gonna happen and shit. And still get to walk away without me smacking the shit out of their ass. And then say, hey, bro, your thoughts ain't gonna come to life. Even though they are eternal, though. And that's the only way they gonna keep your ass company, ho. But there she go over there, though, because while you looking at me, nigga, if you need some fucking company, nigga. But you ain't finna gestate your thoughts, nigga, through her, homie. You gonna try to, you know what I'm saying? Take her, nigga, where you want her to be at, even though she got somewhere to be at already. Right, and it only includes you to a certain degree, homie. And that's for your own good, homie, because it's not only just her over there, homie. Just as soon as you nigga get to gestating whatever type of life force with her, nigga, it's gonna be other gestations going on surrounding her. You know what I'm saying? Just as eligible, nigga, just as applicable, homie. And for whatever other degrees, homie. But you, nigga, you looking at me. Listening to me. And that's fine, whatever else, as long as, you know what I mean, you understand really the whole structure of it, my nigga, and realize that your thoughts, yes, are eternal. And if you need some company, you probably gonna wanna try to have your thoughts be accentuating. You know what I'm saying? To the pure and true happiness of the balancing factor of the fuller spectrum. You know what I'm saying? It's a challenge to a certain extent, but it's also a journey and adventure. You know what I mean? It's an assignment. You know what I mean? And I'm finna have to get off of here because, bro, this is not even nothing I won't even say. But like I said to you, everybody don't care about that. You know? And at this point, it's like information had been suppressed for a reason. You know what I'm saying? For it to click with those that are able to make it to 40, no matter how integral they are, no matter how soulless or heartless or corrupt or sinister they may be, whatever race they happen to be. Nigga, they make it to 40, brother, they're gonna be able to have something clicked in by then. Right? It's unfortunate because it don't really always wrap around like it deserves to. But that's why we got each other. That's why we got this art. You know what I'm saying? That's why we got what it is you would say, nigga, by the time you got there, homie. Because no matter what, whoever it happened to be reading it, that's why you don't show no Kabbalah to your kids. That's supposed to be between you and your lover, my nigga. Real talk. This situation, that's like a Bible for lovers. It's like, you know what I'm saying? That's really like when you get, that's why, you know what I'm saying? When you get actually into the Jewish tradition, which is Judaism, which is actually Christianity, because it's all Hebrew, nigga. The Bible's in Hebrew, my nigga, right? So then also you have Jews, bro. You have Judaism, and then you have Christianity, which is Atonism and Aminism, right? It's two sides of the same thing, but the difference between Judaism is, once it is, of course, you happen to meet your wife, right? Then there's all these codes having to do with how you deal with her and shit. Same thing with Islam. The Quran gonna tell you when it's proper to do things with your wife and shit. Right? The Bible say that to a certain extent, but not so much as these other two traditions do, which happen to, you know what I'm saying, be even more closely tied. You know what I'm saying? Because you got one that follow Moses, and then you got one that follow Jesus. Right? Now the Abrahamic sort of saturated, more prominently structured sects or devotions or belief systems, you could say, operations of time and energy, is going to be really based around Moses. When you come to the third, the Christianity, right, which is the Aminism, and the other with Moses, as well as Abraham more so, is going to be Atonism, like Akhenaten, which Ak is Khan. Ak means master, means teacher, means lordship, means divinity and sovereignty to a certain extent, but really it's just kind of like a judicial sort of governance, right? You're supposed to govern yourself, though, right? And anytime you're governing anyone else outside of your own sons, right? As to why every first pharaoh, even before Akhenaten became a pharaoh later, was called the sons of Horus, not even just Asar, which Horus himself is the son of Horus, of Asar, rather Osiris. Why are we the sons of Horus and not also, as Horus would have been, the son of Osiris slash Asar? Oh, because we're mortal men at this point is why. Until we go through the trials and initiatory disciplined regimen of quote unquote mastery, quote unquote alchemy, quote unquote priesthood, quote unquote institution. This is all before niggas was trying to prove that somebody had it wrong because they wasn't around no more to prove them wrong, that they're not wrong. I.e. Akhenaten, right? Who instituted the idea of the sun as God, the sun as God, right? But then you have Amen though. He changed his name from Amen to Aten, and then made his son's name Aten. When his son was born, before he started tripping, as Tutak and Amen, and not Aten. His son was already born through his wife, who is Tutankhamun Amen's mom's name was. Who was his mom? Somebody important too. See, that's the part. And that's the whole part. Like, niggas be jealous, you know what I'm saying? Jealous that they don't bring life up out of themselves outside of, you know what I mean, the proper protection of life, the proper contribution as well as service to life. It's not enough for some niggas. You know what I'm saying? But they not ready to go through that same pain she go through though. You know what I'm saying? Right? They not finna gestate no person in their body, nigga, for months, nigga. You know what I mean? Which at the same time we can fertilize, nigga, several simultaneously. They can't do that though. I'm not mad. I'm grateful she not mad at me. But you feeling, you know what I'm saying? You got the nerve to be jealous and shit. Oh, word. Okay, let's see how serious you is. You gonna change your son's name now. He already got a name, bro. What the fuck? Where your mind was at? How that happened? Do what you doing, but they ain't got shit to do with young Amen over here. No, you Aten, bro. You be Aten, this Amen. He already Amen, bro. If you would have been Aten, he would have been Aten, but he's Amen, my nigga. Okay? Right, so that's why, you know what I mean, the true followers, you know what I'm saying, some of the most purest priests of Isis, you know what I'm saying, was able to change the name back to Amen, you know, after time, right? This is the famous King Tut, right? Tutankhamun Amen, or Aken, like his pops would have said. But the part of that is that nigga was a pharaoh, right? Before whatever type of kingship came in. But kings already existed even in the times of pharaohs. But pharaohs go back before the Chinese dynasties, right? The official dynasties of kingship, of governing other men other than yourself and shit. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be a king next to another king. That's why I call my niggas kings. That's why we call each other God. Peace, God. Right? Because it ain't for me to tell you a fucking thing. We could share knowledge. We could share wisdom, nigga. What's the science for the day, nigga? Ain't nothing to discuss. Oh, word. Yeah, that's what it is. I ain't trying to test you. At the same time, I'm trying to see your spin on it. What's your interpretation? What it mean for you in your life, in your kingship, nigga? In your royal legacy, nigga? Your right and direct, nigga, exact and proximate universe, nigga? You know what I'm saying? Because you born on a different day than I am, family. And your wisdom, your wife, right? Your oracle, nigga, is born on a certain day. Oh shit, she shared the same birthday as my oracle. Oh snap. Oh snap. That's hella godly, nigga. Oh. We might have to break some bread out this motherfucker. Just to see how it flex, man. What the fuck you talking about? What's the science, nigga? Oh, my fault, Lord. My fault, God. My fault, King. Well, shit, that's the same thing, nigga. Ironically enough, from the first kings, homie. Where you get the word king from, homie. A master dragon, Managa, to an emperor, right? In the Coptic omninism organization of governance and divine sovereignty that is what would be called Ethiopia, originally called Abyssinia. Abyssinia. Negus. Okay, so happiness is key. Love is key. Peace is your third key. Now, it's 3 locks on this abyss. You're gonna need each of those keys. The spirit, the soul, the spirit, the ka, the soul, the ba, right? The the love is the body, right? It's what you love is not a word, it's not a thought, it's not a concept, it's an action. You take actions through your physical body. Even when you think, you're thinking with your physical mind for beginnings, unless of course it is with love, in love. Then that is the only way that of course you can merge the ba and the ka into a Merkaba. Eon, or rather Elon. So, I don't know. Somebody knows something that other people don't know as far as that's concerned. Or feel a way about it. Either way, that's either real or it's not real. And so that's something that, you know, we have to protect and be very careful with when it comes to allowing that to go to come second. Allowing that to come second. You know? And appreciating and understanding the full spectrum of what all that actually means. Because like I said, happiness is not only pleasure. You know what I'm saying? Happiness in itself is fulfillment, right? Is purposeful enrichment, right? Devotion to a cause, to a true purpose, to life, love, honor, respect, to balance, to reality is where you're gonna find happiness. And real happiness, right? Pure joy. Okay? Which is life force energy in itself. Right? And I was telling you how the life force energy is the spirit. Okay? Because that's important, right? You know what I'm saying? The first place you're gonna take it from, nigga, your root is gonna be Oshun. You know what I'm saying? That's why she's associated with the sexual. But then you got Shango, who was her lover, my nigga. Right, the red, right, and he represents that passion. You know what I'm saying? That charge. You know what I'm saying? That strength, basically. You know what I'm saying? the to strengthen in whatever direction. Yeah, solid foundation, and associated with whatever type of root chakra, right? The Muhaladra or whatever else. Breath in itself, how you breathe, is going to have to do with how you think. So the life force energy having to do with joy and happiness, and that being your life force energy, Kundalini in itself is life force energy, which is joy, which is powered by joy, directed by joy, is determined by the joy that you are experiencing. Yes, that's why enlightenment is blissful. No, well, it's not because it feels good. It is goodness in itself, right? When it starts to feel good, it's already now breaking down into slower, densified frequencies or vibrations of joy and pleasure and happiness. Okay? But that's all mental until it's, of course, charged at its peak strength to as active as it can be. That means it's moving where it needs to go, when it needs to go. Okay? You're going to be compelled to do something. If you're not dancing, then that you're condensing that kinetic energy in the interest of distributing it in whatever sorts of other formula. You know what I'm saying? You can't. If you get the feeling, right, if you have the impulse to charge your body, but you happen to be at work in a cubicle, right, or you in a car somewhere or on your way somewhere, you gotta wait till you stop driving. You gotta wait till after your shift to do that. But you thought of it right then, right? Now it's rare that you would think of anything else to do outside of what it is you're already doing. But it is that you gotta stay where you at. You gotta stay where you at in order to do what you doing. Then that's where that redistribution and incorrect, you know what I'm saying, misconnection is introduced. And so you gotta return to that once you can. But for the most part, nigga, we hopping right into the car, going right to a drive-through, right? Transforming those ions into material atoms at this point through the food, right? That also is just stated, right? It has to do with our Kundalini and sexual energy, right? Why? Because food, nigga, is transformed into ovaries as well as sperm. My nigga. So when you eat it and why has a lot to do with your pure joy. Okay? That's just one aspect. And so I'm supposed to be talking about energy right now, though. And conscious energy, right? And conscious distribution of your energy. Whether it's decided, you know what I'm saying, conscious, or rather intentional program you're following for yourself, or that someone has given you to follow, or not, or it's just a natural, organic, just, you know what I'm saying, flow that you're doing what you would do with the less restraints, because of course we're able to master and manage our time effectively, whether it is that you are in that cubicle for however long, and while you're there, nigga, be doing what it is you there to do. I mean, it's really never necessary for you to have to be right there the whole time, but you know what I'm saying? That's a whole nother conversation, cuz. Fuck do you mean? Yeah, you feel like you funny, cuz? Look how you look, cuz. Yeah, we have to know thyself. That means do what it is that you are compelled to do. at all moments until that can be developed. It's what that means. And that's why they put that at the very first institutions, the very first, you know what I'm saying, communion of instruction, where you had to learn how to be writing at all moments, brother. Sitting there writing down shit for 40 years of your life before you'd even decide what you would be interested in doing as far as who you are, as knowing yourself, yes? That's why they would put that there, because of course, you're free to go do anything. However, there's no limit as to what it is that you have to do either. But you also have the opportunity, as well as the honor, as well as noble privilege, to come culture yourself, right? And to cultivate your wisdom through silent writing. That was something that you had a chance to do. That nobody made them do that. They saw it was best because you can do anything you want. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was building pyramids, right? They couldn't have been scribing while I was building pyramid unless they was. But either way, both is beneficial. Okay? You can do whatever you want. You're going to have to do what you want to do first, though. As far as even really be able to explore what you would actually want to do. You know what I mean? What it is to do. You know what I'm saying? How effective you're going to be at doing whatever it is that you choose to do. You know? So that's got to do with your joy, too. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Peace of mind, my nigga. Yes? So, just real fast, real quickly, just to finish this thought, because I can go into this from many different angles. Peace, love and happiness, right? That's fantastic in a world of control. You know what I'm saying? In a society bent off of suicide, you know what I'm saying? In a capitalistic, you know what I'm saying, mechanistic construct that is, of course, domination, you know, governance, you know, it really is improper, imbalanced governance. And don't get me wrong, I'm not banging on nobody. It's always a reason for something. You know what I mean? It could be illustrated and communicated, or rather expressed in the terms of physical attributes, sure. But even that is deeper than just whatever physical is the part. You know what I'm saying? The Chinese people would tell you yourself, air is supposed to be spiritual, nigga. It's supposed to be. And anytime that ain't the situation, then shit, nigga, you focus on the wrong side, you on the wrong thing. And as long as you focus on the wrong thing, then your focus is going to be incomplete. And we need our focus to be getting stronger also, along with our bodies. Saying otherwise it's a waste of good energy, cuz. Right? And she deserve, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Advanced levels, nigga. Trust me, nigga. She got advanced levels for you, brother. Which is why, nigga, we want to make oracles and all this extra shit. For whatever reason, nigga. And that's still the case, nigga. That's the inception of global domination in itself, nigga. Started with the oracles of Delphi, homie. Fuck you talking about? Shit, man. Shit. I ain't trying to hear it unless it's, you know what I mean? Unless it's certified, unless it's approved. Nigga. and that's get through a process, fam.
Hold on, son. Hold on, son. Keep close the codes, young. What it was, suppose, because, become, behold, denounced, rewound, see soundly, heave pounds, reach, stretch, depths, sink, enter, each, intercede. Yes. Center. Feed. Reap and eat. Serve. Lead. Turn. Tread. Flee. Free. On hand. Release. 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 Mend. Meld. Help. Touch. Hold on. Hold on, son. You on one. One on. One up. Come on. My nigga, you gonna have to take that risk. Some things you can't predict. It only is for us to reverse, divert, shift, privilege, honor, and dignity. Didn't he mention spring? Didn't he mention spring at winter's eve? Hold up, son. Listen. Son, sing it. We done fucked around and missed it. Oh no, it's only intermission. More to show, more glowing. Pores. Absorb. Absorb. Our Lord. Performance. Hold up, son. Hold up, son. Hold up, son. Hold up.
Even though we might be reasoning that way, that's not the best reason. That's not definitely not the reason. That's not best formula. Today is today. Hey man, what's today? Today is today. What's the word? The word is pray. What's the prayer? Alhamdulillah, we say. Allahu Akbar. In faith. What's the fate? Inshallah, we pray. What's the way? 5 times, sometimes 7, every single day. What's the name? 99. All uppercase. Another reason to wait. Another reason to praise. Another reason to change. Another reason to change. Another reason to aim. To think. Another reason to care. Another reason to think. Another reason to teach. Another reason to heal. Another reason to heal. Another reason to heal. Still. 100 reasons to build. And still building. To love. To grow. To go. To know. What's the hope? Only in the road. Only of the soul. What's the goal? Royal. Only in the focus. Only of the home. Only of his holy throne. Only of his holy throne. Only of his holy throne. Church, tabernacle, monastery, ism. Yeah, it is. Hagar and Ishmael. 16. Now, Sarai, Abram's wife, had borne him no children, but she had an Egyptian slave named Hagar. So she said to Abram, the Lord has kept me from having children. Go, sleep with my slave. Perhaps I can build a family through her. Abram agreed to what Sarah said. Of course. So after Abram had been living in Canaan 10 years, Sarai, his wife, took her Egyptian slave Hagar and gave her to her husband to be his wife. He slept with Hagar, and she conceived. When she knew she was pregnant, she began to despise her mistress. When she knew she was pregnant, she began to despise her mistress. Then Sarai said to Abram, "You are responsible for the wrong I am suffering, sir. I put my slave in your arms, and now that she is pregnant, she despises me. You all... Nigga, that's not Flavius. I thought she was much more Christmas than this, though, Abram. What happened? Man, we're just trying to have a family. Fuck wrong with you? Who was this nigga? May the Lord judge between you and me. Your slave is in your hands," Abram said. "Do with her whatever you think best." This is Realp. This is reverse player. This is absolutely Realp. Then Sarai mistreated Hagar, so she fled from her. The angel of the Lord. This is the first mention of Jesus in the Old Testament. Apparently, allegedly. The angel of the Lord found Hagar. When the retriever scooped her on up like, "Where the fuck you coming from? Where you supposed to have been going to, baby? Oh, don't weep. There, sleep, sleep." Found Hagar near a spring. Yes, in the desert. There was no spring, but she was deserted. There was a spring, but it wasn't in the desert. It was the spring. It was the spring that it is beside the road to Shur. That's Shakur without the ak in it. Shur, S-H-U-R. And he said, Hagar. This is the angel of the Lord speaking to Hagar. Jesus himself, you know what I'm saying? Yeshua. Hagar, baby. Slave to Sarai? What? Where have you come from and where the fuck is you going? I didn't even... Wait, what the fuck? What? Chattel Drisner's You, my guy. No, wait. I'm gonna reread that. In fact, I'm gonna act like that ain't there. We gonna skip over that. Wait. What? That's exactly what I would have said. What would Jesus do? Shit. What wouldn't Jesus do? Some more real bad shit is what Jesus wouldn't do. And keep it Crispus. I'm running away from my mistress, Sarah said. Me. Then the angel of the Lord told her, look, Ho, go back to your mistress and submit to her. The angel added, I will increase your descendants so much that they will be too numerous to count. The angel of the Lord also said to her, you are now pregnant, and you will give birth to a son. You shall name him Ishmael, for the Lord has heard of your misery. He will be a wild donkey of a man. His hand will be against everyone, and everyone's hand against him. And he will live in hostility towards all his brothers. She gave this name to the Lord who spoke to her. You are the God who sees me. For she said, I have now seen the one who sees me. That is why the well was called Bir Lahai Roi. It is still there between Kadesh and Berit. Ah, you know what I'm saying? That's convenient. At the riverbank, yes? Have a shindig. Viva la Carnival. So, Hagar bore Abram his son, and Abram gave the name Ishmael to the son she had born. Na, 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 na. Abram was 86 years old when Hagar bore him Ishmael. Genesis, the 16th chapter. Where are you going? Where the fuck you coming from, oh? Get on a good foot. Yeah, man. Hella live around this part. Nigga had this all around this side. It's hella live around this side. What ended up being cold and what's cold about what ended up happening is Sarai, right? I'm not sure if this was after she had became Sarah though, right? Because you got Sarai, then she becomes Sarah. And Abram was still Abram, right? During this whole little situation, yes? Circumstance or whatever not, yes? Condition or whatever not, yes? Was it that she had it because she ended up having a son, right? And I guess Ishmael must have had to been the firstborn son then. Indeed. Because what ended up happening is, Hagar ended up leaving with Ishmael, going elsewhere, erstwise. After all, you know what I mean? Even though Jesus told her to submit. Yeah, sure what happened, you know what I mean? The angel of God told her to submit. He didn't say go back and then leave again. I found you by the spring. For the fuck is you? You don't give him the name, you gonna not follow the directions. I mean, because it's always trying to switch shit up, man. When the sons come in, when these sons are beautiful. These motherfucking sons must have been quite accentuating. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You feel like the nigga gonna be ugly. You want to try to set it up to where you can, you know what I'm saying, dismiss the nigga if he ugly. But then he come out not ugly, then you be trying to act like you want to change shit up and shit. Akhenaten, face ass, Hagar, mouth. What did Jesus tell you to do? What did Jesus tell you to do? Not what Jesus do. What the fuck Jesus tell your ass to do? Huh? He said submit. If you go submit, you got to stay submitted. But I think Sarah actually must have had drove her off the second time. Which is the same thing. Same time, I don't know. That's something, you know what I mean? That's between them two ladies, you know what I'm saying? To be honest. You feel me? Is the whole part. But yeah, Sarah. This must have been after Abraham met up with whoever he met up with, God in the flesh, right? Was supposedly had talked to Abraham. This was after Ishmael. You know what I mean? I'm not sure if it was after. I think it ended up Hagar got mad because there was a new pregnancy now, and that's what ended up happening to break them up. Because she had already left, and by the time she got back, I don't know what must have had transpired or whatever else. Perhaps God came to Abram while Jesus was coming to Hagar. You know what I'm saying? And by the time she got even back there was already a new thing going on. I would doubt that, but that's just something to get back into. But I was just thinking to myself, that's cold. That's cold how Sarah even ended up having a baby after all, even still too, on top of everything else. It's interesting. Yes. It's a coded sort of encryption there. There's an encrypted sort of inscription